When you hear the name Jeep, it probably conjures up images of rugged trails, rocky climbs, and a vehicle that can handle just about anything you throw at it. And to be fair, that reputation didn't come from nowhere. Jeep has a long history of building capable, go-anywhere vehicles. But let's be real, not every Jeep lives up to that tough-as-nails image. Some are dependable and built to last, while others are more headache than hero. So if you're thinking about buying a Jeep or holding onto the one you already have, it pays to know which models are truly worth owning and which ones are best left behind. Let's start with the rough side of Jeep ownership, because some models just didn't cut it. One of the biggest letdowns in the Jeep lineup is the 2014 Cherokee, particularly the versions fitted with the much-hyped 9-speed automatic transmission. Jeep billed it as a game-changer for fuel efficiency and smooth driving, but in reality, it delivered anything but that. Owners quickly found themselves dealing with jerky shifting, delays when accelerating, and even full-on transmission failures. Despite multiple software updates and service campaigns, the problems didn't go away. The trouble didn't stop there. This Cherokee also came with a 2.4-liter engine that was known to burn oil, and the interior didn't exactly scream quality either. While these SUVs can be found relatively cheap today, usually between $7,000 and $12,000, the money you might save on the purchase could be quickly eaten up by repairs and shop time. Then there's the 2006 Jeep Commander, which tried to be a rugged 3-row SUV, but ended up feeling like a clunky misfire. On paper, the Commander seemed like a good idea. 7 seats, Hemi V8 power, and a boxy, macho look. In reality, the third-row seating was cramped and barely usable. Visibility was poor due to the high beltline, and the driving experience was anything but refined. The real kicker was its long list of reliability issues, especially electrical problems tied to the totally integrated power module. That component controls everything from headlights to the starter, and when it goes haywire, it can cause maddening random issues. Add in suspension wear, water leaks, and an aging design, and the Commander quickly became a vehicle that owners either sold or scrapped. Sure, you can find one for under $9,000 these days, but most are cheap for a reason. Another Jeep that earned its spot on the worst of list is the 2012 Jeep Compass. Jeep tried to give the Compass a makeover around that time, making it look like a baby Grand Cherokee, but the improvements were mostly skin deep. Underneath, it still rode more like a car than a real SUV, and its continuously variable transmission was a sore point for many owners. Between slow acceleration, a noisy engine, and constant transmission complaints, the Compass never really felt like a true Jeep. Even with available all-wheel drive, it couldn't handle serious off-roading. On top of that, the interior quality left a lot to be desired, and many drivers reported early wear and tear on suspension components. Even though a used Compass might only set you back $5,000 to $8,000, it's still not much of a bargain when you factor in the likelihood of repairs and underwhelming performance. But it's not all doom and gloom. Jeep has turned out some real winners that truly live up to the brand's rugged reputation. A perfect example is the 2020 to 2021 Jeep Wrangler. These belong to the JL generation, and they strike a much better balance between daily comfort and trail-ready toughness than previous Wranglers. For years, people loved the Wrangler for its off-road chops, but tolerated its bouncy ride, loud cabin, and lackluster fuel economy. With the JL, Jeep finally brought modern refinement into the mix. You get options like a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, a trusty 3.6-liter V6, or even an eco-diesel for those who want torque and efficiency. The ride is noticeably smoother, the interior got a serious upgrade, and there's now real tech inside, like a responsive infotainment system and improved safety features. Best of all, it still has solid front and rear axles, a removable top, and that go-anywhere attitude. It's not cheap. Expect to pay anywhere from $28,000 to over $40,000, but it's one of the few vehicles that genuinely holds its value. If you find the video useful so far, kindly hit the like button to support us. Another standout Jeep is the 2010 to 2011 Grand Cherokee, which marked the beginning of the WK2 generation. These years are often overlooked, but they offer a great mix of reliability, comfort, and capability. built on a platform that was co-developed with Mercedes-Benz. This Grand Cherokee feels more refined than older models. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 provides solid performance and decent fuel economy, and even the optional V8s are reasonably dependable. It rides well on pavement, but still offers real off-road capability thanks to options like Quadra-Track and available air suspension. The interior is comfortable and upscale enough to feel like a luxury SUV, especially in higher trims. If you're looking for value, these early WK2s are hard to beat. You can find them for between $9,000 and $15,000, and they tend to age better than people expect, as long as they're maintained properly. If you're into older Jeeps that are nearly indestructible, the 2004 to 2006 Wrangler TJ is one of the best used Jeeps you can buy. These were the last years of the TJ generation and the final Wranglers to use the legendary 4.0-liter inline-six engine. That engine is the stuff of Jeep legend. It's been known to last 300,000 miles or more with regular oil changes and minimal fuss. The TJ also introduced coil springs instead of the leaf springs found on earlier Wranglers, which made the ride a bit smoother without losing any of the off-road capability. They're also incredibly easy to work on, with a huge aftermarket scene for parts and upgrades. Good condition TJs are becoming collector items now, especially the Rubicon trims, and prices are holding steady between $8,000 and $16,000 depending on mileage and modifications. These Jeeps are simple, tough, and arguably the purest expression of what a Jeep should be. Finally, the 2018 Grand Cherokee Trailhawk deserves a mention as one of Jeep's most balanced offerings. By 2018, the WK2 Grand Cherokee was in its prime, and the Trailhawk trim added serious off-road capability without compromising daily comfort. It comes with the Quadra-Drive 2 4x4 system, an electronic limited slip differential in the rear, and factory skid plates and tow hooks, all of which make it a legit off-roader straight from the dealership. But inside, it feels like a luxury SUV. Heated leather seats, a user-friendly Uconnect system, and solid sound insulation make it easy to live with every day. While the Trailhawk gets the rugged upgrades, the limited and overland trims offer more luxury if that's your priority. Just stick with the 3.6-liter V6, which is reliable and affordable to maintain. The diesel and turbocharged V6 options, while tempting, tend to have higher repair costs. These models usually sell for $20,000 to $30,000 used, and for the features and capability they offer, they're worth every penny. At the end of the day, owning a Jeep can be a fantastic experience, but only if you choose the right one. Some models promise adventure, but deliver nothing but headaches, while others are built to last and can take you just about anywhere. If you're eyeing a used Jeep, steer clear of the 2014 Cherokee, the 2006 Commander, and the 2012 Compass unless you're ready to deal with costly repairs. On the flip side, the 2020 to 2021 Wrangler, the early WK2 Grand Cherokee, the legendary TJ Wrangler, and the 2018 Grand Cherokee Trailhawk are proof that Jeep can still build vehicles that are tough, capable, and genuinely fun to own. So whether you're planning to hit the trails or just want a daily driver with some personality, there's a Jeep out there that can get the job done. Just make sure it's one of the good ones. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button to support us. And this is another video you will find informative.